YouTube. Stefan Scott representing Icarus Athletics here, and in today's video we're going to be going over macros. So today we're going to be going over what is a macro, how to find your macros, how to track your macros, how to use your macros to cater to your goals, whether that's weight loss or weight gain, and IIFYM if it fits your macros. So this is just going to be a quick overview of all these basic things. I'm going to try to simplify it as best as I can and explain it the best way I can, so let's get started. What is a macro? Macronutrients are what make up the caloric content of food. Three things make up macronutrients. Those are protein, carbs, and fats. How to find your macros and use these numbers for either weight gain or weight loss. The second thing is how to find your macros for weight loss or weight gain. My personal favorite way is to use the IIFYM or the If It Fits Your Macros calculator, and it's a pretty accurate way to track your macros. What this calculator does, it's a questionnaire that asks you personal questions such as your height, weight, age, and activity level, and based on the answers you give to those questions, it gives you a pretty accurate number of what your macros should be for either weight gain or weight loss. There are plenty of other ways to find your macros. There's plenty of other principles to find your macros. You can find them online. Me as a personal trainer, I use a lot of other methods and formulas to do this for my clients, but I also use that calculator as well because it's pretty accurate. So after you find your macronutrients and maintenance calorie level, whether your goal is weight gain or weight loss, you're going to have to either create a deficit or create a surplus to reach your goal. What that pretty much means is if I'm 180 pounds and my maintenance caloric level is 2,200 calories a day, if I wanted to lose weight, then I would go in a deficit. So let's say I cut out 200 calories, I would only eat 2,000 calories a day compared to the 2,200 that I was eating before, and over time, me being in that deficit, I will lose fat. So to ensure that you're eating below your maintenance caloric level, you want to create a deficit of about 200 to 500 calories. Huge disclaimer, do not start your calories too low. A lot of people, when they find this out, they think, oh, so if I start my calories at a lower deficit, as low as I possibly can go, and only eat 1,000 calories a day, it's gonna help me lose weight faster, right? Wrong. Starting your deficit too low will not help you get results faster, and it will cause many metabolic changes. Yeah, this may work for a few days, maybe even a few weeks, but over time your body will adapt and realize that it needs to conserve energy, so it will hold on to the fat for its dear life. So what does your body do when it senses prolonged energy restriction and not eating enough calories? Your body decreases thyroid production, decreases energy levels, decreases in muscle mass, can mess up your metabolism, and decreases your levels in leptin. This is why many beginners can't stick to a diet, because they cut everything too low, expecting to lose weight really quickly. Then they get all these side effects and then hit plateaus, and then ultimately it affects their results, and then they give up. So start at a deficit from about 200 to 500 of your maintenance caloric level, and then over time gradually increase the deficit. For me, and what I do for my clients, every 3 weeks I put them, or myself if I'm dieting, 100 lower than their maintenance caloric level. So we started at 200, and then every 3 weeks we drop it down 100, drop it down 100, drop it down 100. When it comes to dieting, slow and steady wins the race, and if you're tracking everything properly and you start at specific numbers, it's going to be easier to make adjustments along the way, and it's going to help you get results even faster, because when you make those adjustments, you see where you went wrong, you see what you can change, and the process just becomes way easier. When it comes to dieting, I recommend carb cycling, which is pretty much you have low carb days, high carb days, medium carb days, and what it does is it keeps your body guessing, and it's a really effective way to lose fat. I'm not going to go completely in depth in that. I'll make another video on that if you guys would like, but carb cycling is something that I recommend, and it works really well. How to track your macros. Apps like MyFitnessPal or any other calorie counting app is a great way to track your macros. You just plug in the food you eat, plug in your serving size, and it's gonna give you a pretty accurate description of how many calories, protein, carbs, and fats are in each meal. Best way, hands down, in my opinion, to get the most accurate macronutrients and calories is to weigh your food out on a food scale. But the problem with this is most people don't have time, or most people don't have a food scale, so they just download an app that can be straight on your phone and do it that way. IIFYM, or If It Fits Your Macros, is pretty much a dieting method that revolves around meeting your daily macronutrient intake and not really caring about what foods you eat. Meaning you can eat certain foods like pizza and ice cream and drink soda as long as it fits your macros, because if you're fulfilling those macronutrient requirements, you will still lose weight if you're in a deficit. In my opinion, the best kind of dieting is always a diet in moderation. So although it's great to enjoy the pizza and the ice cream and your favorite snacks, I also like to eat healthy as well. So it's always good to have moderation, guys. Don't just think this is an excuse to eat unhealthy all the time, because remember, it's your health. This was a pretty basic overview of what a macro is and how to track your macros, and a little bit of what IIFYM is. If you have any other questions, you can email me, icarusathletics@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, comment down below your opinion or anything that you think I might have missed. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative, and I hope it helped at least one person out there, because when I first started this, I was very confused. So have an excellent day.